It says you do not have the latest content update. I don't know what kind of message that was.
We find ourselves at the home of the world's first retractable natural grass field as you get a look inside State Farm Stadium in Glendale. It's certainly hot outside here in the desert, but somehow this Cardinal crowd turned up the heat a moment ago. They were in a frenzy as their team emerged from the tunnel, and the Cardinals, they're set to do battle with the Washington Redskins. No more training camp, no more exhibitions. The 2018 NFL season on EA Sports is underway. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Now a first down throw. It's Smith. Well, he's going to take a shot right away. And that is caught. One-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. And finally out of bounds all the way down at about the 2. A big play there on the first play of the game. 78 yards. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first-and-goal situation. A shotgun snap for Smith. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Deone Buchanan. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts.
Patriot! No, check, Patriot! Watch him now, Barney!
A big welcome back carry for David Johnson, who almost missed all of last year. Well, we thought these two defenses, they might come to play. One has already come to play here, a safety for the opening points of the game.
Brandon, let's file this play away because if it turns out to be a tight game, who knows? This could wind up being the difference.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Smith and the Redskins will come up now 1st and 10 at the 34. They go play action here on 1st down. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit and it forced an incompletion.
On 2nd and 10, Smith. That'll be caught right side by Reed. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Well, from an offense's perspective, that sure was pretty because the corner route is extremely difficult to defend from my perspective.
What we just saw there, is that sort of the evolution of the tight end position?
Yeah, I think it is because more and more, tight ends are being treated like wide receivers. These are some agile players who can make a play in any spot on the field.
On 1st and 10, Smith. He's going to sling this deep downfield. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
Well, not that we had any questions, but it's obvious his arm does not hurt today, does it? He does not mind slinging it around.
He is firing that pigskin around the yard.
Yeah, putting it deep downfield, taking shots. Unsuccessful there, but I like his moxie.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Back to the air, Smith on 2nd down. Now they go screen, it's complete. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. Give him 5 on the screen play, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. To the air again, Smith. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Deone Buchanan. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Well, the Cardinals coming out here, and take a look back, Charles, at 2017. Really, everything started going south. Unfortunately, week 1, that's when they lost David Johnson to a wrist injury. From there, they really couldn't turn it around.
And in the offseason, coaching change. Steve Wilks now in charge. Comes with a defensive bent. Remember, he's a defensive coordinator with the Carolina Panthers. And he probably was blitzing from the time he took the job. That's how aggressive he is. On the offensive side of the ball, you know, there was going to be a battle for the quarterback spot. You knew they signed Sam Bradford. Josh Rosen was drafted. But the identity of this team, David Johnson, their running back. Missing him most of last season really changed the whole dynamic of their year.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. They'll look to throw on first down with Josh Rosen. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On 3rd down, Rosen. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. That one good for 15 and a first. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
No. Check. Patriot.
A first down carry here for Johnson. A pretty decent gain on the tough run before he's brought down at the 25. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
On 2nd down, Johnson looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as... Step aside here in this first quarter. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4.
Detroit! Set! Blue 90! Blue 90! Gone!
Here's Rosen to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by DJ Swearinger. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So the first interception of his career under center, and you knew it was going to happen sooner or later.
It has to. And I know he feels like the world is just tumbling down at this moment, but there's got to be some veteran somewhere, some mentor that's going to tell him, hang in there, my man. Plenty more to come. Keep firing.
Double.
After the interception, here's Smith. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll get this up to the 4 right about there, and that's about it. It'll be a gain of 4, and it'll be second down. Smith. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. They get 9 there, and in the process, escaping their end zone, picking up a first down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
On first down, it's Smith. He's going to air one out. He's got a man, complete. And they finally are able to take him down at the opposite 47.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Smith on first down. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Smith will bring his guys up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Back live, Charles Davis to my right. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Redskin football to begin quarter number 2. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On first down, Smith. And that one falls incomplete. Try to dump it underneath. Now 2nd down.
Well, man's getting a little loose with the football there, right? Interception before, almost had one here. He's got to start taking better care of it.
It really should have been back-to-back drives with interceptions. He's lucky there. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Second and 10, Smith again. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. Chandler Jones able to get in and run him down for a loss of 14. Third and long, it's Smith. A deep ball for Dotson. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now. This secondary has been roasted in this first half. Are they going to measure revenge there? Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back. But that's one step in the proper direction.
The Cardinal offense now making their way back out onto the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Fitzgerald's got it right side. And they'll get him down here at the 23. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23.
Detroit! 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 Detroit!
On 2nd down, here's Rosen. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
The Cardinals on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. A bullet throw, but incomplete. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and that just continued there with that incompletion.
And definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
Crowder now to return. $12 yards on the return that time. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. The Redskins making their way out. Last year a fairly quiet 7-9. Now the big change, of course, for 2018 here. Exit Kirk Cousins. Enter Alex Smith at quarterback. What does that change?
The change is that you have a quarterback who takes care of the football in a big way, but still can deliver it downfield. Alex Smith has such a reputation for
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Hassan Reddick.
Get out that bullshit ass deep off.
Spot. He's able to drop him for a loss of about 10. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. From the gun, here's Smith. Out to the left here to Reed. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little game. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Richardson. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. That's good for a Redskin 1st down. Richardson on the reception from Smith. Smith now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Smith. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
Smith throwing again. Forced out to his left. Complete. Richardson has it. 23 yards on the...
Hold on, man. Come on, bro. You did read the rules, right? That instant rollout, the playmaker, I think you better read it right now. You ain't even under no pressure, bro. You just snapping the ball and running straight to the left or to the right. These dudes don't read no rules, man. Instant rolling out to the left or to the right. Come on, bro. Come on, bro. Let's go, man.
Smith will bring his guys up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. From the red zone now, Smith. And for the 3rd time here this half, it's intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They begin the drive with Johnson. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. All told, it's an even 30 and a 1st down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
They stay on the ground on 1st with Johnson. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that.
God damn, dude. What the fuck is you doing?
Pass play there, but it's incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. Here's Andy Lee now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Now it's Crowder spinning away. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down. Not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit. Because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. So 1:55 to go in the 1st half. More from the desert after this. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. They'll fake it. Now Smith. He'll buy some time right. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. 23 yards on the play.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Dumps it off for Geist. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the 1st half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this, or keeps hitting the calculator, but my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster.
It's Alex Smith's first touchdown pass as a Washington Redskin. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. The tight end can kind of be that diamond in the rough secret weapon that you have, and right there they show you why.
And it's becoming less of a secret, isn't it, partner? Every game that we do nowadays, the tight end is a featured receiver, not just a blocker, as in the days of old.
Here's Hopkins now out to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. This offense trots back out there now, and as they do, Charles, one thing to point out that we saw a second ago are some of the new rules in the NFL this year regarding kickoffs.
Yeah, nowadays, the kickoff team, no more running starts. Remember that when you got to circle a guy around, and here he goes? No more. You have to start, close to the ball. And when it's kicked, then you get to take off and go, so you can't build up your speed that way. Also, when you're returning it, remember those wedges that we used to say where guys would form together, 2 or 3 guys? No more of those. So it'd be a lot more man-on-man, one-on-one blocking. And also they have rules about where people have to be when the ball's kicked, where they have to be when the ball's caught. So to me, it's much more like a punt return than it is an actual kickoff return. So I'm eager to see if teams now take their punt returners, those nifty guys who make people miss in the open field, and make them the kickoff returners as well, because I think you can still get big plays in this area if you have the right people back there.
They'll hand it off now. Johnson. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. From midfield now, here's Rosen. Caught on the left side, Fitzgerald. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now Rosen on 1st down. Flush to his right. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the 1st half. On 2nd down, Rosen. And this one is incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
And now it's Rosen looking. Eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. A good decision in the end to pull it and run. Gets him 9 yards and a 1st. 1st down now, but that clock rolling.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a 1st down. But what else does he do? Protect.
Josh Rosen put that one in the trophy case, his 1st NFL touchdown pass. As they are now on the board here in the 1st half.
I don't care how calm, cool, collected you carry yourself. I don't care how contained you are in your emotions. Your 1st touchdown pass in the NFL is awfully special. And Josh Rosen is always going to put out the vibe that, hey, I do this all the time. But inside, he's got to be so excited to have that 1st taste of success in the league.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And here come the Redskins now. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a first down throw. It's Smith. Flushed out right. Airing one out for Crowder. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. He was looking for Jamison Crowder there. And that'll bring up second down. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. The final shot here before break. Smith buying time to his left. And he's able to get up here to the 26. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll check in for the first time with the newest member of our Madden family, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. So here's the Cardinals offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Lets it go for Nelson. And that's caught inside the 35. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit! Detroit!
They go play action here on first down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Fitzgerald. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Rosen just getting the snap off at 1. Escaping the pressure right. Coleman has it here right side. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
On 3rd down, Rosen. Flush to his right. He may try and run for this. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a 1st down.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a 1st down.
Now a handoff. Johnson. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. As David Johnson works his way back from the wrist injury, what are the hesitations, the cautions for him?
Well, number one, you want to make sure he's got full strength in the wrist because he's going to carry the football an awful lot, so ball security is important. And you definitely want to make sure there's flexibility there because he's been such a great pass catcher in the past. You want to make sure he gets back to being able to do that as well.
Eluding the pressure right. Caught on the slant. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. J.J. Nelson from 6 yards away. And the Cardinals are in for 6. And this is no good. It's a missed extra point. Boy, the tight game, how important might that turn out to be here as the second half rolls along. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So now we look at the Redskins offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use, just something to get you off to a quick start.
Back to throw, Smith. He'll go over the middle to Reed, complete. A huge play there for Washington. 53 yards. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still keep that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
On second down, here's Smith. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Now Smith. Jordan Reed has it. Over 100 yards receiving for him now in the opener, and it's a first down.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
A shotgun snap for Smith. Dancing to his left. And he's got his man. That's Crowder for the Redskins touchdown. Jamison Crowder from 8 yards out. And the Redskins are able to strike for 6. Here's Hopkins now out to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. So out now come the Cardinals. Rosen and the Cardinals take over with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Gone! Detroit!
They'll look to throw on 1st down with Josh Rosen. Flushed out right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. From the gun, it's Rosen. And his throw here is incomplete. Brandon Coleman was the intended target. And it's 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
3rd and long here for Rosen. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
So out now come the Redskins. Smith on 1st down. No chance to get away there for Smith as he goes down. Chandler Jones in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. To throw is Smith. He's got his man on the crossing route. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd. The Redskins on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. From the gun, here's Smith. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. Here's Tressway now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Fielded just inside the 20. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. It's been a good one so far. Just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. Well, some good games around the league here early in week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. That incomplete, crisis averted, almost picked. Instead, 2nd down. I guess they're in a situation now, 4th quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted, and if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney! Gun! 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 Gun!
Rosen again on 2nd and 10. And an alley to run. And avoids the contact by sliding. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
Good work that time to get him to jump. And now here's 1st and 10.
Gun! 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 Set! 3-19! 3-19!
Here's Rosen. Escaping the pressure right. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Johnson. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This will be 3rd and 5. Here's Rosen to throw. And middle of the field, he's got Wilson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The 15 yards there on the catch and run.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy could be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a 1st down for him, too.
Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down. Off the corner. Where'd he come from? Well, I guess he came off the corner, but really nice play.
I like when you're able to pose a question and answer it at the same time. That's exactly where he came from, but it's not something that you normally see. Most of the time, we're thinking about those guys covering pass catchers. In this case, he's a big factor in the run game. No gain.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. The rookie Josh Rosen with 3 touchdown passes. And the Cardinals have taken the lead here in the 4th. And it's no.
What the fuck is going on with the kicker?
It's not been his day. That's the second extra point he's missed so far. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on second down. Here's Smith now on second down. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. Big yardage that time for the Redskins. 57 yards. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Smith. This will be caught at about the 6. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and goal. Throwing again, it's Smith. Being chased out left. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Trey Boston. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, I don't think we'll have to look very hard to find our play of the game. That was an absolutely monstrous big play right there. Backs to the wall. The offense has it in the red zone, driving for the winning score. And he says, not on my watch. And that is one happy bunch on the sidelines.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. Here's Andy Lee now. He's been terrific so far. Pulled in at the 24. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And out will come the offense as they take over. Now the Redskins offense, they get set to go back to work here. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Dayon Buchanan. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
With the Eagles.
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it was against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. And Rosen's actually going to throw it here. Over the middle, the catch by Coleman. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Johnson. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here, 2nd and 11. Here's Rosen. This is Coleman with the ground. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
Detroit! Detroit!
They'll run it with Johnson. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee, and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
Now it's Rosen. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Larry Fitzgerald was the intended target, and that'll make it 3rd down.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground, and now they're likely forced a field goal attempt.
Rosen to throw. And Gresham has it left side. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here, as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. And his kick is indeed good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. But from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position. But it's not.
Now on the return, oh no, the ball is loose. And the Cardinals have got it, going the other way. And they're going to be set up in the red zone at the 15. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time...